What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the red color, playing as Gaia. It's the Vagabond Orc. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Loki. It's CF's NaturePhoenix. And this is a game from 2005, way back when. And these two players, if you've never heard of them, Vagabond, Orc, and NaturePhoenix, they were the top players of this game. And also, I think they went on to be like top players in Age of Empires 3 as well. And I know a little bit about them, but I think if you remember NaturePhoenix a little bit, or at least I like to remember NaturePhoenix as the guy that would kill his economy by killing your economy. So he'd like purposefully not build villages because he wanted to pump out more units and just raid and just be a complete menace. Now Orc, on the other hand, I don't really know much about him at all, beyond he was a top player, an expert, or what have you. I don't know if... I think he played Age of Empires 3. Maybe chat can help me out with some of the history. But I've heard his name when I've heard people say that he's like in the conversation for like some of the best players to have ever played this game. So excited to see this one. We got the Loki, we got the Gaia, and it's Ghost Lake's the map. So a nice open map with some decent hunt for Loki to pressure up onto the Gaia player. Gaia on this map is looking a little bit dicey because I think you can eat the caribou at the start, and well, he hasn't found his Auroch, which may be actually a good thing. Actually, it's actually pumping out the top here, so he's probably not going to be able to eat that all game. So one strat that I think we used to see back in the early days of Age of Mythology was... Ooh, we forgot the house? Or is he doing this on purpose? No, he forgot the house. What? Okay, Elk, whatever. I'm just like building you up. I'm building you up right now. And you forget your mana. It's looking like he's going for fast advance time here though. So, like I was saying, the strat back in the day for Gaia versus Loki was like a 6-minute fast heroic or something. You go, I think you just go for like a 5-minute 15 advance time. No, maybe you can go 4-minute 30 advance time. You get out channels from your town center and then get to the heroic age straight after that. So it might have even been like a 5:45 heroic, and then you just make up the Stymphalian births that are fending against the Hersa. But it doesn't happen anymore because throwing axemen can get their upgrade from the barracks in the classical age now. They don't have to wait for the heroic age to get those superpowered throwing axemen. But yeah, so let's see what Orc can do here, given he's already stuffed up the build a little bit, going up through Oceanus. No surprises there. And NaturePhoenix, he's got a forward temple here, and he's going Heimdall. We have a Heimdall game here, ladies and gentlemen. The Heart is Folly sitting here, so we can get a little bit more line of sight. And this relic over here, Flagstone of Wuhan. Not going to be seeing too much of that one. We'll see if Orc can defend against this. It is double gold mine Ghost Lake, so it's not the best best map for Loki to be under like Heimdall rushing. So we'll see what he can do, but yeah, he's not going to be able to pick off. He's not going to be able to push off this gold mine, but he will be able to control this one. So we can keep the pressure up for long enough. Okay, we've got the counter barracks coming down for Orc, and we're probably going to see a barracks as well here. Yeah, there's the military barracks. Nice little concave here. Nice little building protection here. Really blocking off this area. Now we've got longhouses coming up Hersa. I've got double Ulfsark, one longhouse, probably enough. He's going to spam those what just going to make 2 longhouses, just spam those Hersa. We'll see if at any point NaturePhoenix decides to just cut villages here and just go for complete spammage of the units here. We do see a double military barracks here for NaturePhoenix. No, for Vagabond Orc, and he's actually not building a single unit out of this counter barracks just yet. Maybe he's just going to wait on that one. Still building villages. He's being able to eat all those caribou, just will not have access to this. The Caladria is going to be scouting out what's happening over here. He's seeing that the army is ready to come in, and we've only got 2 of these Murmillo out when NaturePhoenix has got so many units out right now, sitting at 43 population to Orcs 35 population. Here we go. They're all coming out now. The Einhiyar blows his horn. Going to be taking down this sentry tower. Cairo Ballaster out right now. And remember, he's built up this really nice natural protection for the Cairo Ballaster to just sit in here. If these Hersa want to be attacking this, they're going to be taking a lot of damage from this. You can see the splash damage goes on. Oh, I was going to say you could see them, but the splash damage from the Cairo Ballaster is really big. But he's actually mispositioned this Cairo Ballaster. He's actually going to be losing it. Goes down. You cannot afford to lose that. That's 200. I think it's 215 resources, I should say. Absolutely insane. And now the raiding cavalry are in here, the Hersa are in here, but still not lost too much or any real significant unit here. Going to pick off one of those raiding cavalry right now. And he's going to lose this sentry tower, unfortunately. He still has a couple more uses of the Gaia Forest if he needs it. But pumping out these guys, 0% on this villager right now. So Orc is going to be losing that that economic advantage. And NaturePhoenix, on the other hand, has stopped villager production altogether. As we were saying, this is what NaturePhoenix likes to do. This was his strat, and he would just spam the units out and just try and kill his opponent. And what it's done, and he knows this, he sees, or maybe he knows this, maybe he doesn't know this, but he sees the double military barracks, and that basically means at this stage of the game that Orc can't build citizen right now. So he's actually supply blocks right now. He's still pumping out those. Got to make some Terma. The Terma not a bad idea because NaturePhoenix is building a couple of throwing axemen. We've now got 3 military buildings here. Going to be pumping out the Einhiyar, pumping out everything else. Houses coming down in the front. That's a really nice pick off right here for Orc if he can do so. But NaturePhoenix has just got so many units right now. He's got 65 population, but look at how many units he's got. This does not look like a 65 population army here because he's just got no economy. Look at his villager count. He's got 14. He's got 19 villages on. He's got 19 villages. He's making more villages now though. 20 villages now, but insanity. And Orc still sitting on that same villager count that he had before. Hits the 75 population. Not ready to move out just yet. Going to keep chilling in his base and eating the goats all over the place. He doesn't have an economic guild here, I don't think. So yeah, he doesn't. So just no economy right now for Orc. The raiding cavalry are going to be looking for some villages to pick off, but the oracles will scout them out with their little... getting them deleted there because Orc doesn't want to give away any free favor. But Phoenix is just... He's just really made it apparent that he's putting that Loki does not need economy to the test. That's what this is. He's going to get 115 population with like 20 villages. Absolutely insane right now. Now we've got some of the hero Terma. Now I normally advocate for not doing this, but against Einhiyar, it's not a bad idea. And you do see they've only got 5 damage or 4.8 damage. They do have a 600% bonus against the myth units, so they do pick these myth units off pretty well. But he should be using the Terma basically to pick off those throwing axemen and seeing if he can get some of those Murmillo onto them. But throwing axemen, turning around, ready to fight. I don't know if Orc should be taking this fight just now. Those Terma are also getting picked off a little bit there, but they're going to be retreating. And he's coming back in underneath the town center. Gonna have, well, if he could turn these guys around, there'll be a really nice fight for him, but he's not being able to do that one just yet. The Kyriballs are sitting in the back, need to focus down those throwing axemen because the Rain Cavalry are going to do so much right here. And looks like NaturePhoenix is just happy to take this fight underneath the town center fire here from Orc. And he's actually managing to pick off so many units here, but NaturePhoenix now sitting at 57 population, Orc sitting at 65. So he's actually managed to win this fight against that super army of NaturePhoenix. Now we'll have to see where Orc can go from here, because remember, Orc's been cutting villages for the same amount of time that NaturePhoenix has been cutting villages. And I think NaturePhoenix has now started his village account, and he's going to be okay. I feel like NaturePhoenix didn't really have to take that fight. He just had to wait it out until his gold mine was gone, and they could have gone for a gold staff on this gold mine and not have to contend with the town center fire as well. But now Orc is able to push out. He's got so many units. NaturePhoenix is making raiding cavalry and throwing axemen and Einhjar against Kyriballister and Murmillo. And if you know anything about the Atlanteans, if they get out enough Kyriballister, Norse just cannot win that army. It's just too hard for them. They have to go for something a little bit more boomy because the Kyriballister costs so many resources. But Orc sitting at 67 population. He's cut the cut production from 1 military barracks, but he should potentially cut from 2 there in order to continue building villages. You could think about moving out and eating these Auroch now as well. Look at this village account. He's got 8 villages, 8 citizen, and it's 11 minutes into the game. 8 citizen. NaturePhoenix, on the other hand, is now getting, he's more closer to 30 villages, but it's still like an absolute fiesta in this game. Alice is going to get picked off. This Ford base is going to go down. NaturePhoenix is going to have to regroup. He's still building out in the middle of nowhere, but this does give him some more time if Orc wants to take down all of these barracks here. We'll see if NaturePhoenix can make replace his army here. He's building out the units. He's making some Herso as well. I don't know if the Herso are going to help out that much. NaturePhoenix has got a lot of favor in the bank. He just needs to get out those Einhjar, and we'll see what happens. But looking like the villagers now moving up. Want to take these Caribou, which is really smart. Rain Cavalry looking for some villager kills there. But this is Atlantean we're talking about. Very hard race to pick off, a very hard race to kill. And Orc's still at 0%. He's still on 8 citizen here. He's still on 8 citizen. And he's just going to have 115 population of army. If he's on 8 citizen, that's 24 population. So you're going to have, if you get 150 population, you're going to have like 96, no, I can't even do the math, 101 population of army at 2 population each. You're gonna have like 50 units. You're gonna have 50 military units. Like, this is insane. Orc needs to get up this last house. He's going for it. Oh no, he's building a villager. It's all over. He's not going to get to that crazy amount of units here. But Phoenix has rebuilt his army a little bit here. Or NaturePhoenix, I should say. Now he's sitting at 95 population. But his army just does not win this. There's no way that... Well, maybe it does, actually. Both armies are looking mightily strong. One army's got a bunch of Terma. He's going to have to micro this really well if he wants to win. The Terma need to be able to pick off those throwing axemen. The Murmillo need to be able to protect the Terma. The throwing axemen have to get onto those Murmillo, and the raiding cavalry have to somehow get onto those Kyriballister if he can. Even making some Catapulties now. Those are going to be really key at picking off those raiding cavalry. Trying to keep those citizens alive is really important, but they are spied here. And here we go. We've got Orc chilling. He's got so many units. Orc sitting at 111 population. And I can't even select all the units in one ball here. Insane. But still pumping units. He's only building units from... No, he's not building units from anything right now. You're going to get those villagers coming out. Now he's at full pop. It's time to get villagers. When you get full population army, that's when you can have your villagers out. That's the way. Iron here, just chilling. NaturePhoenix, pick it off, please. Just make one hero Murmillo. Just one. No, I mean you don't have to. Gonna use the Terma. You grab Carter's Folio or just leave it on the ground there. He's gonna lose one Iron here for one Murmillo. Good trade. Good trade. There's a village. We heard a villager sound. And NaturePhoenix is actually his economy is actually not that bad here. So if he can just kind of not lose, the longer the game goes on, the further ahead he'll get. It looks like he's trying to engage here. No upgrades on the army. Just ready to fight. The throwing axemen coming in. The raiding cavalry around the back trying to get on top of those Carabalsa. But the infantry are too strong here trying to get the micro heal. We do see a carnivore getting placed down perfectly in the back to be able to distract all of those throwing axemen. The raiding cavalry getting picked off in the back of this army here. And those throwing axemen are going to start getting chewed down by all of those Terma there as they run away. And Orc just has such a commanding position here. This gold mine is almost out of gold as well. So it's just looking like Orc's going to be able to move in and get a gold starve happening fairly soon. So we'll see if that is an opportunity for him or not. Orc running away. NaturePhoenix is really hurting right now. Deciding to fight without medium upgrades for Norse units is a really big problem because the Norse units, unlike everyone else, they have quite a bit of base armor, but their HP is so low. So you have to get those upgrades to get your extra 10% on your HP, which is effectively more HP than anybody else gets on their units because they get more armor or base armor. Like these raiding cavalry have 20% hack armor, 34% pierce armor. So compare that to the only 44% total. So they have like an extra 10% total armor than the other civilizations basically. So that's one thing everybody forgets about Norse and why you can't really fight with the Norse army without those medium upgrades. So something to think about. Keep that in the back of your mind when you're playing Norse. Get your medium upgrades. Otherwise, the 100 population Gaia army will just completely storm you. We still don't have an economic guild. There's the economic guild. At the classic, the ultra standard 16-minute, 30-second economic guild. Just being popularized by Orc back in 2005. And here we go, making the move in. And he blowing their horn. This does help with throwing axemen out quite a big deal. But this army right now, he doesn't have that many heroes. So the Oni are actually going to tank so much of this army here, and Orc actually not microing at all there. He just needs to get the Terma to basically just shift click on these throwing axemen. But maybe back in 2005, shift clicking was not on the cards. Trying to pick off the Oni here. Can they actually be able to do so? No, he stays alive with 9 HP. Now the question is, will Orc ever, or NaturePhoenix ever get to the heroic age given their economic situation here? Another Gaia Forest just surrounding this gold mine as best as he can. But I thought it would be an idea to stop making Terma, but there's just so many throwing axemen here that I guess it's a good idea. Going to be making some of those heroes out. Caladria healing up. Orc's units here as NaturePhoenix is trying to come back in and get another fight here. He just really wants to fight. Every single time NaturePhoenix gets closer to victory, he comes in and decides to throw it all away, fighting right on top of these Carnivora, which do 15 damage a second, but also one hit a unit. You can see them doing that right now, taking so much damage from the throwing axemen. The Terma now overkilling throwing axemen though, and now Orc has to retreat, dropping back down to 90 population. It's almost like NaturePhoenix is wanting to fight so that he can get out more villagers. Instead of just cutting his army production, he just goes, "Nah, I'm gonna just keep getting villagers coming here." He's eating all of the hunt right now. He's still got some berries here. Random villagers gathering berries with no ox cart as well. Feels bad, but Orc in a commanding position now. He's got, I think his economy's improved slightly. He's on 11 citizen now, or is there more hiding somewhere? 610. He's got 13 citizen. So 13 citizen at 18 minutes and 50 seconds. It's not even. What are you doing? He's getting a little bit too much gold as well, so he needs to sort that one out. That economic management going on there. NaturePhoenix now is to get that house up. You don't need to keep fighting, NaturePhoenix. You have the economic advantage. But you can't tell that you have it. How's going on for NaturePhoenix? He's just trying to get the food economy to get to the next age, but it's just not happening. Terma raid's now going to start coming in. They're looking for blood. Sees there's no gold mine here. Probably assumes that... wait, what's he got? What's he seen on the map? He's got no idea where anything is on the map. Sees these villages, but they get run away nice and fast. Terma do not manage to pick that one off. Going to be scouting around, and now NaturePhoenix. He's going for his own raids over here. Army chilling back here. These villagers getting pulled away from the berries. The Terma running away or running through, still looking for gold mines to attack. The only spot he hasn't checked out just now is going to be the spot that he needs to raid. And he's going to go there instantly, I assume, as the throwing axeman potentially going to be moving forward. Maybe he can get a nice flank here. He's going for the flank. Terma on the back. Mermillo on the front. And he's not quite ready to engage just yet. And here he goes. He's in. Terma going to be attacking soon. No, they just chill in the back. And he sacrifices half his army before the Terma even attack right now. All the Mermillo going to be falling. But they come in. Now there's medium raiders coming in. Now the tide is going to turn. NaturePhoenix will be able to win this fight right now. Those Mermillo all going to be falling. And the raiders pick off everything here. Mermillo is dying left, right, and center. Terma needing to retreat as well. And NaturePhoenix is back in a commanding position. But not only that, Orc is getting 2 town centers for himself right now. And he's moving forward to his second gold mine. So if NaturePhoenix has got an inkling that Orc is onto his second gold mine, which he should think that right now, potentially NaturePhoenix can get a gold staff here, but he's moving in, letting those Carnivora take even more kills. They're actually healed back up to full HP by the Caladriel. So nice play there. And he's going to pick off the rest of them. They do have a fairly long recharge time of 15 seconds. They will be able to get picked off now. But Orc, he's going to have 3 town centers. Imagine the boom you can get from 3 town centers. Imagine. It's almost like it's generally what players do nowadays. NaturePhoenix just chilling. Oh, he's ready to move over. He's got the flag set. He wants to get in and take this position. I'm not sure that he sees this green stuff here. I think that's just because I've checked it already. So he wouldn't have seen that. But we'll see. He's making the move. He smells blood. And this town center, or this gold mine right now, is going to be NaturePhoenix. But Orc has got 230 gold in the bag. And he's not building anything. He literally just got the town centers to get more population for his army. He's not getting more villagers out. He's like, yeah, 15 more population. I think I need that. I think I need 15 more no, 30 more What's better than 15 more population? It's 30 more population. That's the one. Towers now coming down onto this gold mine. You'll be trying to control that one. Villagers moving forward onto this gold mine. We'll see if Orc or NaturePhoenix will find that. Towers now coming up for NaturePhoenix. These Terma, the Hippocon, or sorry, not Hippocon? What? Mermillo pushing forward. Watchtowers up right now. And this army is fighting, but NaturePhoenix has just not got the army right now to defend against this. Even with the watchtowers, maybe he does. The Mermillo getting pulled back, going to try and get onto those raiding cavalry. More army coming in for NaturePhoenix. NaturePhoenix is sitting at just under 100 population. He needs to get out more longhouses if he wants to keep this spam up and utilize his economic advantage here. Villagers moving in, and it's looking like this game is swinging back into Orc's favor here, taking that fight even with the watchtowers completely fine. And now the villagers or the citizen, they have a 200% bonus against these watchtowers. They'll be able to take them down nice and fast. More longhouses. NaturePhoenix sees the problem, the error of his ways. When your army doesn't win, build more army. That's the way to go here. Let's not go to the Mythic Age or the Heroic Age and get flaming weapons, which will completely destroy. But he could do whatever he wants, really. But he just wants more army. He could just see the spam happening. He's got more Iron Hiar out, so 3 of those. There's no myth units, but just look at this army from Orc. He's got to have like 60 units here. Or something insane. The post game is going to tell the story of what the military unit high here is. And here we go, Orc moving in. He's ready to fight yet again. NaturePhoenix saying no. I've got my stuff. Oh, the Caladria dodging some of those throwing axes there. And Caladria should get picked off here. Almost. 10 HP left. And Orc's like, yeah, this costs population, right? Yeah, it costs 2 population. That doesn't do damage. Why would I ever build anything that doesn't do damage? A huge raid from the Terma though, coming in onto the villagers. And the villagers are like, I can't get away from this. Let's just turn around and fight. In fact, I probably don't even need these villagers right now. I just need more army. The villagers are kind of getting in the way. NaturePhoenix getting his own second town center because he sees what Orc's done. Orc's gone, I could get 15 more population. No, get 30 more population. More army. NaturePhoenix, I can do that as well. Look at me go. The Terma do pick off both of those infantry though, and that will slow down the town center even longer. NaturePhoenix still building his villages though. And here we go. Oh, the Terma have found the gold mine village, but there actually are enough gold mine villages here to fight this. But he does go after the ox cart, which is a smart move. This is a Loki ox cart. Less HP. Less HP. Should be able to pick off these Terma though. At some point. No, he doesn't pick off the Terma fast enough. Has to build another ox cart here. Or we could just send one over or something like that. But I mean, NaturePhoenix does have 300 gold in the bank, and he's on full population, so it's not the biggest issue. Now the huge army of Orc is coming in. He's sitting at 140 population. He's moved up to 18 villages. So he's got quite the economy going, if I do say so myself. And this is just an absolute, like, there's just so many units. What are you supposed to do for NaturePhoenix? What's he going to do? The towns are not going to get up. NaturePhoenix is at 100 population. His army marching in. The Iron Hiar are here. So if he can get those to tag the majority of the damage, he may be able to win. He's still got 6 longhouses here to pump out units. The villagers, he's got enough villagers now to sacrifice and fight back against the army of Orc here. Because because Orc's got no villagers himself, so he could just happily use them to fight here. And now they're making their way over onto the gold mine. And NaturePhoenix, still no ox cart. Yep, he does not have the ox cart here. There's no ox cart anywhere else. In fact, maybe he deleted the other ox cart he had for population space. Oh, but the Terma running around doing a lot of messy things here. The Murmillo are going to pick off some of these villages here, but that just gives NaturePhoenix more population to play with in order to fight back against the insanely over-militarized Gaia army of Orc here. Absolutely insane. And now Orc is all over the map. He's actually on top of these villages here, trying to raid the wood villages of NaturePhoenix. NaturePhoenix got a lot of wood in the bank though, so that's going to be totally fine for him here. And now Orc is taking the 4th town center for himself. He's like, okay, 145 population Atlantean army does not seem to be cutting it against this 115 population Loki army. Let me try getting 160 population Gaia army here. Is he still? Yeah, he's still not building villages from these 2 town centers. I'm actually losing it. Okay, all right. Town center is about to go up for Orc, and I reckon this extra 15 population is going to be the game changer. Does he have an armory? He's got an armory. He's getting armor upgrades. This is gonna be too much. Actually, no. NaturePhoenix has already got copper shields and copper weapons. This is just making the armies a little bit more even here. Now NaturePhoenix is making his march over onto the citizens. Maybe he can just go. Yeah, he can just go for that town center, but Orc will be able to fill that population first. So it will be 160 population of 145 population, even if he loses this town center. So that's totally fine for Orc now. Look at this army. I can't even, I can select it in 2. Look at this. 30 and then 14. And here we go. Town center going down now for Orc. He can build his own towers up. The guy Lush is spawning here. Maybe NaturePhoenix can get his town center back at some point. But now Orc making the move in. And not only is Orc 160 population, he's now going to be able to heroize his units, get even further ahead on that. Why go heroic age? Just heroize all of your army here and just go for the absolute most baller gold starve you possibly can, or even just go for the base of this Loki. And NaturePhoenix is like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for your base. You go for mine. I'm going for you. That's gonna be totally fine. And looks like NaturePhoenix is just waiting for the Guilelush to remove itself. But look at this. 21 medium Murmillo will be able to shred through this town center. And here we go. NaturePhoenix is on top of Orc's town center here, going to be taking that one down. With all of those Iron Hiar as well. How many are here? Oh god, the town center is coming down, getting a little bit of a base trade going on. Three Iron Hiar here, boosting each of them up. Throwing Axemen now going to make their way over, but the Termite chilling in the back here. This is going to be dangerous for NaturePhoenix if he loses all of those. Villager's getting pulled off the large gold mine, but NaturePhoenix is on the warpath going after another town center of Orc here. It's going to go down to 1 town center to 0 town centers maybe. And the Termite are in here, but the Raiding Cavalry, you got to micro these a little bit and dodge. Nice micro from Vagabond. Orc going to be trying to take out some of these Termite as well, and it's looking like the town center may be able to live. The throwing Axeman needs to just pick off the remaining Murmillo here nice and fast, but it looks like he's trying to target down those Termite here, pulling the Murmillo away at the last second here as the town center falls. Potentially time to just pull these Raiding Cavalry back, send them back into the base here. NaturePhoenix has got no food income right now. He's got 23 villagers on gold. The town center is sitting at 100 HP here, and it's looking like it's going to be super close. One last Murmillo here, and it's 83 HP remaining, and Orc is now back down to 103 population. That 160. I just can't. This game is just too much for me. Wait, Heroic Age. They are coming through. Symphalian Birds will be the doom of this Norse army because NaturePhoenix won't be able to get to the Heroic Age because he has no food economy right now. He's just going to be spamming out throwing Axemen. And Orc's going to be able to get out Arcus now, get out Symphalian Birds. And he'll be able to pick off those Iron Hiar with the Symphalian Birds. Orc's got, yep, here we go, Birds coming out right now. But the throwing Axemen going to be taking them down. They don't have the bonus, but they will be able to take it down fairly fast. Only has 15% hack armor. And he's going to be flapping away here. And those Symphalian Birds are ready for action. Just 2 of them, but more will pop out. But now he's hit that awful point in the game yet again where he does not have any population. He has to go back over and grab those town centers or maybe go to the Mythic Age. Oh, but the temple coming up for NaturePhoenix. He finds the villages. There's nothing here. The market coming up for Orc, but the villages will all fall here. And this, if you know anything about Orc's economy, this is half of his economy, if not more than half of his economy right now. All going to be falling, all running to the top of the map. There is no escape for them right now. Orc's moving his army, and he's got heavy Murmillo now, so his army's got a little bit of an advantage. But let's just remember, Orc's got all the population in the world. He loses these villages. There was 8 of them, right? That's like 24 population that can just go straight back into his population in his army. So he can just go back in, keep dealing the pain. This town center getting repaired as well, and the market here it's up. He can just sell a bunch of his food if he wants to, keep building the villages, getting his town center back. The spy's going to be noticing that one. And these villagers are sharing this ox cart from this wood to this gold. Maybe you could just go in and take this gold mine and share this. It'd be a little bit more efficient. Or this gold mine and share this. But looks like NaturePhoenix's town center, they will be going down after all. There's only 8, well, there's 8 Murmillo here. It's going to be relatively close here. There's one throwing Axeman to cause a little bit of pain. The Raiding Cavalry coming in as well. And Orc is dead set, wanting to take this down, and he's actually going to get it. These throwing Axemen are super slow. And this town center falls. 1 town center repeats, or 1 town center to 0 town center. Soon to be 2 town center to 0 town centers right here. And the Termite will fall as well. And more units will be falling for Orc And NaturePhoenix. Oh, the irony here, running into the Stymphalian birds, and the Stymphalian birds just have so much bonus damage against myth units, and they're going to be able to pick them off so very, very quickly as the irony here do end up falling there. Super unfortunate for NaturePhoenix, but let's check out NaturePhoenix. He's got enough resources to get a town center back up. These villagers going to be retreating. Has the Murmillo have spotted them. Every single villager death right now is so big for NaturePhoenix. But remember, Orc lost 8 citizen before. So how many does he have left here? Got 12? 12, 14. He's actually got 18 citizens, so he's not that bad. He's got 18 citizens. That's actually absolutely insane. Okay, so now we're moving forward. We're moving forward here. I think NaturePhoenix has got one thing on his mind: killing this town center yet again. Why not? What's Orc at? Orc's got no gold. Orc has no gold on the map. So long as NaturePhoenix doesn't lose this entire army, he can control the gold mines. There is trade available for Orc, but we all know that that goes out the window very, very fast. And look at this army. It's mostly Murmillo versus like a very heavy throwing axeman army, and there's no, holy crap, there's no ox carts here for NaturePhoenix, and NaturePhoenix is going to be going for the town center with these gatherers. He's going to be going for the town center with the gatherers. Okay, the Stymphalian birds coming in. The throwing axemen need to pick off these Stymphalian birds. NaturePhoenix has got a little bit of resources left in the bank, but not really much. You can build up some barracks. You can build up a watchtower. You can build up a couple more throwing axemen. The villagers are all getting picked off right now. These throwing axemen, they need to focus down the Stymphalian birds. But the Stymphalian birds will be able to pick off everything here if these throwing axemen all die. There's going to be too much. Okay, the Stymphalian birds feeling the pain, randomly picking off houses over here. Good job. Stymphalian birds, nice micro pulling that back there, and NaturePhoenix taps out of the game. GG. Well played, Orc. What did it say, game? These games from back in 2005, 2004 were so insane because there was no like correct way to play the game, and you just see that this insane push from NaturePhoenix, and Orcs just like decided to just respond with the insane defense by just doing exactly the same thing, just not building any economy. Okay, let's check out the post game. First thing we're gonna check out: civilian units. Look at this. Just look at this. Look at this. We're at 12. He didn't build another villager until 13 minutes into the game. Okay, we're moving up. Okay. 15 villagers at 20 minutes into the game. Okay, we went no villagers for a minute there, no villagers, very few villagers for another minute, and we decided to start auto queuing. That's when things went wrong for NaturePhoenix, really. When he started making villagers, that's when things went wrong. Military units. Look at this. This looks kind of like a normal graph, right? Like this kind of normal. This kind of looks right. But then you look over here and you see 50. You never see 50. It just doesn't happen. Look at this insanity. GG. Well played.